Hi friends! It's strawberry season in North Carolina and we're going to read a story about strawberries. This is a story that's a Cherokee legend. It's from a long time ago and has been retold by Cherokee people for many years. The First Strawberries, retold by Joseph Bruchac, pictures by Anna Wojtek. Long ago when the world was new, the Creator made a man and a woman. The two of them were made at the same time, so that neither would be lonesome. They married, and for a long time they lived together and were happy. Then one afternoon the man came home from hunting and found that the woman had not yet begun to prepare their meal. Instead, she was out picking flowers. The man grew angry. "I am hungry," he said in a cold voice. "Do you expect me to eat flowers?" Now the wife too became angry. She had picked those flowers to share their beauty with her husband. "Your words hurt me," she said. "I will live with you no longer." She turned to the west and began to walk toward the sun. Her husband followed, but her steps were too quick. He could not catch her. He called her name, but she could not hear him. He went as fast as he could go, but his wife was much faster. The sun watched as the husband followed her. The sun saw how sorry the man was and took pity on him. "Are you still angry with your wife?" asked the sun. "No," said the man. "I was foolish to speak angry words, but I cannot catch her to tell her that I am sorry." "Then I will help you," said the sun. The sun shone its light down on the earth in front of the woman. Where its light shone, raspberries grew up. The berries were ripe and looked good to eat, but the woman paid no attention to them and continued walking. The sun tried again. It shone down and blueberries grew. They glistened brightly in the sunlight, but the woman paid no attention to them. She only walked on toward the west, leaving her husband farther behind. Now the sun tried a third time. Where its beams touched the earth, blackberries grew. They were dark and plump, but the woman's anger was too great, and she did not see them. At last the sun tried its hardest. It shone its light down in the grass right in front of the woman's feet, and strawberries appeared. They glowed like fire in the grass, and the woman had to stop when she saw them in front of her. She knelt down and plucked one and bit into it. She had never tasted anything like it before. Its sweetness reminded her of how happy she and her husband had been together before they quarreled. "I must gather some of this fruit for my husband," she said, and she began to pick the berries. She was still picking them when the man caught up to her. "Forgive me for my hard words," he said to her, and she answered him by sharing the sweetness of the strawberries. So it was that strawberries came into the world. To this day, when the Cherokee people eat strawberries, they are reminded to always be kind to each other, to remember that friendship and respect are as sweet as the taste of red, ripe berries. Maybe you can enjoy an afternoon in the sunshine, taking a walk in the park, and end with a picnic that includes some berries or other fruit.
Hope you enjoyed listening to the Dolly Imagination Library book, The First Strawberries, a Cherokee Story. It's a wonderful story, and I, again, hope you enjoyed listening to it, and will reread it yourself later on. And I wanted to share a couple of ideas of some wonderful recipes and easy activities you could do as a family with just about any age child after reading the story together or listening to the story. So, as you probably know, North Carolina is very well known for the produce that we have available throughout the whole year. And strawberries and other berries are a great thing that you can find like late spring all the way through summer. And so we thought that we would share a couple of things that you could do with those and the kids could be involved with it. So the first thing that we're going to do is just an easy little parfait, and you can make this as fun as you want. They can mix it, they can layer it. We can talk about that as we go along. And so you just need some berries, and of course we're going to have some fresh strawberries. We have some blueberries as well, some yogurt, some plain yogurt, and then a little bit of granola. And so the first thing that you want to start with is your strawberries. So and this is a great thing that the kids can help with. And you can use like regular plastic knives. If you do a lot of cooking and really want the kids to be involved, these child safe knife, which are just harder plastic, they can cut through a lot of things. Of course, they can cut through our strawberries, but they can cut through hard things like carrots as well. So these are a great little thing to have at home to do with your kids. But so what we would need to do is just cut up a few strawberries. And again, what's really nice about recipes like this is that it doesn't really matter how they chop them up. They can be big pieces, they can be little pieces. It really doesn't matter, because so their skill level and being able to do this doesn't prohibit children from participating and helping you out with this activity. So you would just need a couple of strawberries, as many as you like. I like to use like a clear, and maybe not a glass, but that's all I can find right now. So a clear cup that you can use so you can actually see the cute layering when you're done. And you can talk about patterns too, if you would like, as you're going along. So you just need your strawberries, then a layer of your yogurt, and just a little bit. And then you can add your granola throughout, or, you know, if you just want a little sprinkling, then you can do that right at the top. And then you can add your blueberries. Add a little bit more of your yogurt, because this is of course where you're going to get your good protein. And it, you know, this vanilla yogurt kind of tastes like a good ice cream. And you can keep layering it as much as you want. This is probably a good size for like young children. And so, you know, you don't want to overdo it and waste your supplies and then not eat it all. So so that's just an easy little way to use like the berries that you're going to find in the store, like I said, or in the farmer's market, or even ones that you might go and pick. Because in North Carolina, there are a lot of you-pick stores that you can, farms that you can go to and find some wonderful, again, that's a great little activity to do as a family too, is to go find and pick the strawberries or the other berries together as well. So another quick activity or a recipe to do in addition to the parfaits, it's just a salad. This is a great way to add and get kids sometimes to eat a salad because you've got something sweet in it. So just adding a couple of your strawberries and again, they can help with the cutting, so they can make them as big or as little as they want to make them or can make them. So you just add a couple of strawberries. You can add some other, vegetables on top. I like, and it all depends on whether you have any nut allergies, but pecans or walnuts or like even sesame seeds. The crunch is kind of nice in a salad. So adding a couple of pecans to the salad, and then your dressing of choice. And I find with the sweetness of like fruits, so you can just add just about any berry. Strawberries are a really good one, and they're really pretty too because they're so bright. Is the vinaigrettes are really good for salads like that have the fruit in them. So you would just add a little bit. And of course, you know, if they're able to add this to it themselves, and if they make their own salad, then they're more likely to eat it. And again, if it looks pretty with all the pretty fruit colors from your blueberries and your strawberries, again, your children will be more likely to eat it as well. So I hope that you enjoyed these, and I hope that it's a great little activity to do after reading the first Strawberries, a Cherokee Story. And if you would like more information about the Dolly Parton Imagination Library, please go to the Wake County Smart Start website and get more information about signing up to receive stories like this in the mail for yourself and your young children. Thanks.